And hello everybody, Mr. Mike here, and we're gonna do another episode, or we're here with another great episode of Lost Judgment. Back with Tak, as he is standing in the rain right there. Look at that, I can move the screen. Ooh. Yeah, it's Tak in the rain, looking at a cat in the rain, which is weird because most cats don't like rain, but the cat is in the rain, looking back at Tak. Kicked off this whole great gameplay with, whole new missions, whole new main story. Basically, probably amounting to more than we know. But right now, it's involving two things. A guy that says about this murderer guy that he just let a body rot out. And I guess that involves bullying and stuff. And then you got the school district with all these bullying kids and stuff. And Tak and the crew are trying to figure out why this is going on, how to stop it, does this bigger picture mean, and all that. What is the bigger picture? And it's setting up a whole adventure where everything is connected eventually together. And then we'll figure out, well, why is this all going on? And then when we start figuring out why it's all going on, how we figure out how to stop it. So, all new cases, all new stuff. We just started scratching the surface of this game, and now I'm back for more. So, instead of me just chatting and talking about everything else, why don't we just get into the game here, and why don't we just continue playing? So right now we're in Chapter 2, Vicious Cycle. Talk to the chairman. So that's what we're going to do. Yes, we're going to load data. And hopefully it'll look a lot better on the screen to you guys. I adjusted my camera and the coloring and stuff for my stuff here. So hopefully it's all looking good and decent. Still got my ghost chair behind me, which is cool. My ghost microphone here, that is also pretty cool in my aspect. But let's see how everything goes, shall we? So I got to talk to the chairman, I guess, right now.
May I help you with something, Yagami-san?
You sure can. Well, the thing is, where to start? Remember how you told me about a student teacher went missing?
Oh,
This is him, right? Hiro Mikoshiba.
how do you have that photo? But yes, that's him.
I'd like to ask a bit about him in relation to a separate investigation.
What is it you need to know? Did something happen to him?
I'm afraid I can't give you any details. This request comes from a very close colleague. I'm sure you understand. It's a matter of detective-client privilege.
Detective-client privilege.
But if it's any comfort, I would never disclose anything about your case either.
But don't you see? Mikoshiba-kun was officially reported missing. Please, can you tell me something?
I promise. I'll tell you everything I can when I can. But for now, let me ask the questions.
Very well. Go ahead.
Very well.
I'll start with the
Go
basics. Mikoshiba-kun was a graduate here, correct? And that's why he came back to train as a teacher?
That's correct.
Yep.
How long was he supposed to be here?
3 weeks, originally. He'd nearly finished his time with us. But one day he simply stopped coming. It was as if all was well. Then suddenly, he was gone. Or at least, that's how I'd heard it.
Were you two not that close?
No. We had barely exchanged a word since he arrived.
Yep. Okay.
Wasn't there a pretty dark rumor
I
about
guess that's
Mikoshiba-kun
something that
4
I have
years
to
back?
remember.
Something about how he drove a student to suicide?
You mean what was dredged up online? Yes, I'm aware of it. However, in the subsequent lawsuit, that rumor was put to rest. The court found no evidence of bullying.
But you had your doubts, didn't you? So you called on us to take a deeper look.
Well, yes. But let's not get confused. The tragedy from 4 years ago does weigh on us. But we've washed our hands of the matter.
Washed our
You
hands.
say
of
that, yet I can't help circling back to the same question. Why would the head of a school hire detectives to monitor his students in secret? Potentially even out of pocket.
Well, for one thing, it would reflect poorly on our institution were I to openly suspect our students. Then there's the issue of bullying being recorded and shared online. You know what kind of firestorm that can cause. I should mention, I'm the one who takes the fall for it. My own privacy be damned. So of course I would opt for secrecy.
That's fair. But what that still
for
doesn't answer
secrecy.
is why this is happening now.
I'm not sure I follow.
Yeah, why would he be just doing this now if this has been happening before? Let's see. What pushed the chairman towards taking action against bullying now? I wonder what it could be. Okay, let's see here. I think this might be it. Karen's recorded proper attempting to flee the scene.
Could this be what riled you up?
But this is...
This is footage of Akihiro Ihara 2 months ago, captured up in Tokyo. The man was an active duty police officer, so of course it made the rounds in the media. But you already knew all that. After all, he's the one who sued your school on account of what his son endured here, bullying that led to suicide.
Well, that's... undeniable.
And now that he's in the spotlight, any
undeniable.
more problems at Serio would lead people to start connecting the dots. The police would dig up that suicide in no time, regardless of whatever the court had ruled. They might even reach the conclusion you had covered the whole thing up. I get the feeling that's why we're really here, to prevent another mess on your hands.
Oh, I see now. Our job's to sniff out any bullying, then you sweep it under the rug.
That's simply not true. At least, that wasn't my intention.
You sure about that? The thought never even crossed your mind?
Perhaps it did. The scenario you described was painfully accurate. Every time I saw Ihara-san on TV, I'd grow sick with worry that it could all boil over on us here at any moment.
I can assure you, Chairman, I'm not here to cause any trouble. I only want to learn about Mikoshiba-kun.
In that case, you should speak with Sawa-sensei. She was his teaching mentor.
Her? Great. That's my luck.
See? I told you we should have stayed on her good side.
See,
I
I
supposed
told
to
you
know?
we should have stayed on her good side.
So, would you like me to call her back here?
No, thanks. I should go see her myself. Do a bit of smoothing over.
In that case, you may want to go downstairs and see if she's in the faculty room. She should still be on lunch.
Perfect.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
got another
on the
chance to
faculty
shoot
room.
My shot.
Sorry, Kaito-san.
Shoot
but
your
I'm fielding
shot.
This one alone.
Kato,
Tsukumo, you guys
stop
can
trying
fill
to
up too.
What?
hit on the
You're
teacher.
benching all of us just like that?
I don't understand the meaning of this, Yagami-shi.
If I had time to explain, I would. Just trust me on this for now.
Yeah, Yagami knows what he's doing. He's a professional. He needs to swear over personally. There's one floor below his office. Okay. Woo! Okay, here we go. How come the faculty room looks like an office? Maybe that's what he meant. Faculty office.
I'm sorry. Did you need something, sir?
Oh, is Sawa-sensei here?
She should be back shortly. May I ask who's waiting for her?
Well,
Yagami from
no one's
Yagami
special, really.
Detective.
I just need to have a quick word with her is all. Maybe you could tell me where her desk is?
It's right over there. The one with all the English books.
Thank you.
I get a lot of money from this searching and a lot of SP points. Huh, so this is a teacher's desk. Looks neat.
Suspicious. Hey.
When she was young. In her high school days. How do I see that other photo, or can't I?
What the? What the?
What the? It's a
Suspicious.
laptop. Suspicious? A laptop? I think that's it then, right? Okay. Oh, I got 1,000 SP and a 500 yen. Holy cow. Oh, here she comes.
What are you doing here?
The lovely
I
teacher.
thought you'd have gone by now.
The lovely
Yes,
young
well,
teacher.
I need to ask you a couple things.
Such as?
That talk doesn't
Such as
care
how
for her.
close you were to Hiro Mikoshiba.
What?
But Kato was liking.
I heard from Chairman Okuda you were mentoring him as a teacher. I believe this was 2 months ago?
Student-teacher relationship?
Why do you of all people want to know?
Did you
Student-teacher
notice anything
relationship.
unusual before he disappeared?
Sounds
sign of
like
trouble he
something
might have
that's
had?
probably been happening. I wonder if that's
Can't
what it
say
is.
for sure. He just stopped showing up one day. Really, that's all I know.
Is that really all you can tell me? Nothing jogging the memory?
I said that's all.
You know what, let's start over. Why don't we talk about him as a student? You were already a teacher here by then, weren't you? Back when a student here committed suicide, there were rumors online about how it could have been caused by bullying. And Mikoshiba-kun's name came up as one of the potential bullies.
Yes, but those were just rumors.
So he wasn't involved in any teasing?
I teach English, and that's what I was focused on. So as far as I knew, Mikoshiba-kun was
Well, that
a
lady
good
scolding
student with
that kid.
solid grades back then. And during his time in training, I was under the impression he got along with the students just fine.
He's not the type to bully then?
I would say no.
Then why would those rumors exist in the first place?
You're asking the wrong person. Four years ago, the court determined this school was not responsible for a bullying-related suicide.
You mean Ahara-san's lawsuit? The father of the student who died and an officer in Tokyo? He was arrested the other day. Well, I'm sure you've seen the news.
Yes, but what of it? What exactly is the point you're trying to make here?
I believe Ahara-san still thinks his son killed himself because of Mikoshiba-kun.
Let me ask you something, Yagami-san.
By all means.
Ooh.
What are you trying to accomplish? Didn't you finish this whole business with the chairman?
Nope.
If that wasn't enough, you got security called on you. You clearly have zero regard for anyone here. You should have had the sense to leave long before now.
Oh, she's
Believe
threatening
me,
him.
once I learn what I need about Mikoshiba-kun, I'm gone.
In that case, you've already got everything you need from me.
One last question. You and the chairman both mentioned how Mikoshiba-kun got along with the students here. Anyone in particular that he was close to?
The kids in the basketball club? Mikoshiba-kun was in that club back when he was a student. Apparently, he was showing up to their practices.
The basketball club. That includes the gang from before, right?
Yes. They all spent quite a bit of time with him.
All right. With that, I'll get out of your hair.
Bully leader.
Appreciate your time.
I don't know. I'm still seeing
It's
a
always that
teacher-student relation.
Just a minute!
Oh. Whoa, she's getting pissy. She's got some guilt.
Kaito-san, you there? Tell me you're still on campus.
Why? You suddenly decide you need me after all?
Man, don't be like that.
He's like, but you...
enjoy playing teacher's pet with Sawa-sensei?
You mean, did I enjoy getting eviscerated by her? She hates my guts at this point. That aside, I did get some interesting intel. And that's where you come in.
Yeah, you get to smooth things over with Teach.
I want to find those bullies in the basketball club. Think you can fly the pigeon for me?
Oh, I thought he was gonna say, can't you go over there and see him?
Purpose. Ain't that something? All right then, it's drone time.
It's drone
Thanks.
time.
I'll start scoping out the gymnasium.
Okay, time to go find the gymnasium. Gotta go down the stairs. Yep. Hey everybody. Ooh, it's the local cafe bookstore. Ah. How come their cafe, aka bookstore, looks so nice? Way nicer than my school was. My school didn't have shit. Yeah, look at this. That's a nice looking cafeteria and bookstore here. Let's see here. Yeah, what do you got? Oh, you got some food. Look at this. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Oh, I'll take one of those, please. Maybe two. Give me two of those, too. What's this melon pan? That looks good. I'll take two of those, too. Thank you. I don't need the milk. I'm not a milk boy. Yeah, thanks. I got food for if I battle later. That looks good. Ooh, we got some stuff to collect. Collect and sell. Make some money. Unless if I decide to actually use it for building stuff. I guess I'm going in here. It's b-ball time, folks! Who wants to go up against the Talk Master? The girl's like, look at this guy. Leather jacket and all. Nobody's playing basketball. They keep giving me money. And more money, more points. More money, more points. More money, more points. Oh, she sucks at basketball. Sorry to say.
Close one.
Young and lovely, but
Almost got it.
not too good at the basketball.
You're Koda-san from class 2 too, right? Basketball too?
And who are
Wait a
you,
second.
strange mister?
I have some questions about a student teacher who taught classes here named Mikoshiba. Ow! Really?
Yo, you read me talk? That posse of little shitheads just went strutting into the gym with some bats.
Kaito-san, can you at least try to warn me a little sooner next time?
Why? You worried?
Oh, look, it's your fan gang.
Why are you still here, asshole?
Wow.
Who the hell are you anyway?
Talking pretty big for taking a cheap shot while my back was turned.
You had it coming, shady old fuck.
Coda! Hey, you been spilling anything to this guy?
I didn't say anything.
I'll fill you in. I was asking her about Miko Shiba, the student teacher who disappeared from school not too long ago.
If you know him?
You guys know him, right? The basketball club would.
Don't bother trying to talk to us like we're your fucking friends, asshole.
I want to bash your fucking skull in. You'll die before I tell you shit.
Oh,
the floor with
threatening
us
with murder?
yesterday. Only fair for
That
you
sounds
to
like
take
an offense in Japan.
I don't mind at all. Sure. All good. But it's still gonna be pretty one-sided.
You're so full of shit. I'm gonna kick your ass!
I love these kids just love to try to take me out. Yeah, I know. I know whole spiel. Come on, guys.
Let's go.
Ooh, thank you for the 1,000 yen. Oh, the girl's standing aside. She can't fight a boy. Next. What was that? Did you guys even get a hit on me? I don't think so. Those delinquents still can't take me on. Even with a baseball bat. Look at her. She's like, ooh, he's my new boyfriend.
You've got a lot of guts for your age, kid. But come on. You really need a better outlet for all that aggression.
Let me go!
Just what on earth is going on in here?
Oh, here's that teacher again. Like, what are you doing, abusing student?
Let's roll out.
Let's roll out. Okay, Transformers.
I'm gonna do you a favor here and leave out the part about the bats.
Now she's wearing sneakers.
Are you even listening?
Yes, ma'am. We were just horsing around a bit. Right?
Just horsing around is right.
As he's limping away. Oh, is she gonna show that girl how to play basketball or something? Is that why she's got her sneaks
You
on?
really are unbelievable.
Because she was just in her
Why are you
heroes 2
attacking
seconds ago.
defenseless students on their school property? How many times must I tell you to leave our school alone?
For what it's worth, the chairman asked me to be here.
Oh, good. Let's drag him into this.
Oh, good. Let's
How
drag
should
him
our
into
chairman
this.
explain you to the mob of irate parents that will be at his door any second now? Don't worry, there's a very good reason we hired these ragtag detectives to spy on and beat up your kids.
Well, some of them
Not the
need a
words
good
I
kicking ass,
use.
though.
If I hear anything else about you, anything, I'm going straight to the press. I'm under no obligation to cover for anyone.
Okay.
Oh, and your attire is atrocious. When you show up at a school, at least try to look the part. Now go home.
Wow. She is, teach.
You hear all that, Kaito-san? I have a funny feeling I'm not wanted here. Can I talk to the chairman real quick?
I'm afraid Sawa-sensei's made her point clear. Perhaps it's best you take your leave. After all, you've satisfied the bulk of my request.
Wait. Okay, how about this? You can hire me on as a teacher. That way, I can stay on campus no problem, right?
But you can't teach without a license. You don't happen to have one.
No, but I do have a lawyer's badge.
Isn't that good
How's
enough?
that for certification?
You're a lawyer? Well, that certainly is a respectable...
He can teach lawyering 101.
Not exactly a license to educate.
Can't we work something out?
I'm afraid something isn't specific enough. Although, There is always the off chance that you can serve as an outside consultant. A guidance counselor, perhaps.
Oh,
Talk.
yeah. Like a club advisor. Do you happen to have a kung fu club? I've got a few tricks I could show some kids.
No, there's nothing of the sort. And on that note, I believe each club already has an advisor assigned.
That's unfortunate.
Me again. I say it's time we hightailed it out of here. No use sitting around on our asses, right? Why don't you meet us back here and we'll go?
I can't. Not until I find something for Sari-san.
Suit yourself. Don't work too hard now.
Better be careful. You don't want to get yourself too much in trouble. Oops, causing misfortune.
Huh? Excuse me.
Hey, girl.
Aha! Stop right there!
Huh?
I knew it. Suspicion confirmed.
Okay.
Can I help you?
Actually, you already have. I didn't think you'd be foolish enough to show your face around here again.
I'm sorry, but do I... Oh.
Yeah, it's that girl.
They always say perpetrators return to the scene of the crime. And you just proved the old adage true, Monsieur Voyeur.
Monsieur Voyeur? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about your pervy little upskirt scheme. Seriously, hiding a camera under the stairs? And at your age? Shame on you, sir.
Yeah, you lost me. Now, if you don't mind, I'm kind of in the middle of something.
Oh no, you don't. I have irrefutable proof of your crime. Why, the very shoes on your feet. You're wearing the exact same sneakers as the pervert from yesterday. And don't think they'll carry you to safety today.
Okay, what is happening here? Sorry, but your evidence is my shoes? Everybody here's got shoes, young lady. In fact, I'm probably not the only person with this exact pair.
Your shoe style is merely the icing on the cake.
Oh, okay.
You see, before the pervert arrived yesterday, I had covered the floor around the camera with a clear polymer that shines under black light.
Oh.
Huh?
It's an oil-based substance, so it lasts a few days. Your soles are stained with it as we speak. Which means you came bumbling back to the scene of the crime, while wearing the very evidence fruits of your misdeeds. Lamenting your misfortune already? That's what you get for crossing the Mystery Research Club of Serio High.
Mystery Research Club?
Now, if you'll follow me to the faculty room, monsieur.
Oh, wait, just hold on, okay? There's no way I'd have noticed an invisible substance on my shoes. I'll give you that much. But even if I did step in some mystery goop, does that really prove what you're saying? With so many people on campus, any number of them could have walked over that spot.
No, only the perpetrator stepped in the coating. I know this because I was there watching your fiasco. And of course, I had the PE teacher who was with me agree to serve as witness. Why don't you just give it up already?
What's X surrender? I could flee, but wouldn't that make the situation worse? I don't know. I paused this because I'm trying to think. I don't want to surrender because then... Let's try to flee.
There's no escape, sir. I have even more proof of your crimes. The camera may be gone, but fortunately, I snapped a photo of it before it got taken away.
Okay.
With that, I determined everything there is to know about your camera, down to the store where you bought it.
Oh.
Turns out it's an online exclusive, customized to capture high-resolution footage with an inconspicuous design. Were I to supply this information to the police, they would track down the owner soon enough. After all, the shop would have no choice but to cooperate with the police investigation.
Wow, she's a good detective.
Do I
for
need to
this girl.
spell it out any further? You, monsieur.
You, monsieur. Why is she using some
Therefore,
French?
I think it would be wise to do what I say.
Wow. Can't get caught from her, can you?
Let's say we have a chat.
Yeah.
A chat?
Yeah. Now, I can't give out any details, but having the cops on me would be extremely problematic. So, I'd like to resolve this as amicably as possible. Think we can come to terms here?
I will agree to one thing only. Hearing the unadulterated truth.
Unadulterated.
And make no mistake, I will not be misled by diversion, threats, bribes, sob stories. Nothing of the sort. Hold it right there! If you run away, my evidence goes straight to the police!
So what am I supposed to do?
Suspicious. Look at me. Do I really look like a pervert who'd sneak into a school for dirty pictures?
Well, no, actually. Not at first glance.
Right? So, drop the
But
monsieur...
I would be an utter failure as a mystery connoisseur to fall for such elementary misdirection.
What?
No matter where or when the story is told, the perpetrators in mysteries are often those who draw the least suspicion. This trope carries over into the real world as well. So the fact that you don't look like a criminal proves nothing.
he was a real criminal,
Really?
he'd probably just grab you
If you
and
think you can fool this mystery
and
thing,
keep your mouth
you
shut
better
and take you away permanently.
What the? Hey.
Okay, there we go.
You're Kyoko Amasawa-san, right? President of the Mystery Research Club?
So what if I am?
I saw your flyer. Sounds like your club's in a tough spot.
You're not wrong. Our current advisor got married and quit teaching, and we can't find anyone else. to take
Got
her
married and
spot.
quit teaching. Okay,
On top
don't
of
need a
that,
job, I
the chairman's
guess.
been reluctant to bring in anyone from outside.
When you get married,
So
you don't
the
need a
MRC
job, so you
may be in
get
dire
you quit
straits.
teaching. Okay.
But your arrival marks our revival. Should I turn you in as a voyeur, you would make a fine feather in my cap. You would also prove the value of the MRC, so the chairman would have no choice but to solicit an advisor for us.
Well, that all sounds fine on paper, but the real-life logistics may not play out that way. You'll need a competent professional in your area of interest. But you think they have time for volunteer work?
When you put it that way, it does seem like a long shot.
Right? So here's my proposition. How about you make me your advisor?
You? Advise the MRC?
Why not? A Kamurocho-based detective not good enough?
You're a detective?
Oh yeah. I'm Takayuki Yagami from the Yagami Detective Agency. I was asked to come investigate your school. That's about all I can let slip.
So then, the hidden camera.
Why don't you just come out and tell her and show her that stuff
I'll
in the
let you
first
deduce
place?
that yourself. Client confidentiality and all that. But I will say one thing. I'm here to stop shady business, not start it.
If he wasn't shooting up skirts,
If he
what was
wasn't
he
shooting
trying to
shit.
see? Rather, who was he trying to see? Who put him up to it? Our staff? Ugh, so many variables.
Oh, her brain is frying.
Listen, I don't mean to interrupt, but hello? As I was trying to say, becoming your advisor could work out well for both of us. I'm not done here by a long shot, but one of your teachers is bent on seeing me gone.
Really? Who?
Sawa-sensei. She thinks I have no business being here, and frankly, it's been hard to prove her wrong. But if I were to advise your club, it'd be all the reason I need to stay on campus. So what do you think? It's a win-win situation, wouldn't you say? Oh, and if it's experience you want, believe me, I've been around the block when it comes to mysteries.
I believe I understand. The purpose you stated for being here does fit the circumstances better than my original theory. But I will not be persuaded so easily. So, I propose a test.
A test?
Right this way, please.
What? Hey!
Hey. Gonna follow the young cute girl. That don't seem suspicious. Na, 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 na. Where are we going? Where are you taking me? What the?
Who's this, sis?
This is Yagami-san, our new advisor candidate. However, I
Oh,
intend
that's
to
her
test
brother?
him first. See if he's legitimate.
Fine by me. I'm Kento Amasawa, Kyoko's younger brother. Also the MRC's bodyguard. When your sister's as nosy as mine, you've got to step up your game to keep her safe.
Please have a seat, Yagami-san.
So where were you earlier?
After you.
Oh, how kind of you. So, Amasawa-san, back to the topic at hand here. Could you tell me what the Mystery Research Club actually does? It seems like the advisor ought to know that.
So, I founded the Mystery Research Club last year. Primarily, we function as a book club, critiquing mystery novels from many different cultures and eras. But, when the opportunity is ripe, we also engage in more involved activities. And by that, I mean solving the mysteries around us.
Oh, you mean go sleuthing, like on a case. So that's what you were up to. I've got to say, as a potential advisor, I'm not exactly psyched to hear you go around looking for trouble.
Oh, don't get me wrong. We don't do this for kicks, and I'm not a fan of danger. If we could all be armchair detectives, free to investigate from afar, surely that would be ideal.
Yeah.
She might. Her and her brother might come in handy.
Unfortunately, that is rarely, if ever, possible. Say our investigatory senses were to draw us toward a mystery that escapes even the school and the police. Why, letting such a case slip away would be anathema to our
Looks like a
club's
little
founding
clubhouse.
principles.
While I do admire your passion,
somewhat looks a little better than
why put
Yagami's
yourself at
office.
risk?
He's got a nice
You'd
office.
be safer
but
handing
they got
it off to the
more like
authorities.
Then shouldn't we hand
technology
you off
and
to the
stuff. It looks
authorities?
like.
Well, no,
At least to me.
let's not be hasty.
I take it you see my point then. Some cases aren't so cut and dry.
Nope.
You make some valid
That
points.
definitely is true.
So, getting back to this test of yours.
Yes. So, based on what you've told me, I'm inclined to drop your charges altogether. A
Decline
detective
to
setting up
drop your
cameras
charges
is
altogether.
believable. That being said, I'd also be a fool to take you at your word. If this is a ruse, I'd be unleashing a pervert on the school.
Okay,
Well, the
you're
caution
very
is
smart.
admirable.
Then you shouldn't mind if I test both your skills as a detective and your character as a person. And once that's over, the club will reach a decision. We'll either accept you as our mentor, or turn you in as a deviant.
I get the picture. So what does this test entail?
Actually, we've been dealing with a rather risky case as of late, so your job is to resolve it.
How risky are we talking?
Well, it's about as risky as it is risque.
Risque.
Yagami-san, have you ever heard of a sugar baby?
Huh? You mean a younger girl getting paid to date an older guy?
You know it. Now our current case involves one such sugar baby. It seems that one of our dance club girls has grown a reputation for dating older men. Unfortunately,
Some women
I've
like
yet
older
to pin
men.
down exactly who this is.
You know, that's the thing.
All you know
Especially
is
when you
she's
know
a
the older
dance
man's gonna die someday, and
Well,
then you
I
get all
understand
his
why you'd wanna know
money and
more,
shit.
but
So
what
you
about
know,
this warrant's
that
investigation?
happens as well.
She in danger?
The issue at hand is that she may be doing more than dating, and it's putting her safety at risk.
Ooh, more than dating.
Well, we found this out online, so we're admittedly speculating a bit here. But apparently this girl's pretty infamous for what they call her vanishing act.
Care to elaborate?
She strings the mark along, going on a few dates for an agreed upon sum, but then she goes in for the kill. She gets a large upfront payment for promising to seal the deal, and then, poof, gone with the wind.
Okay, I can see how that might make her enemies, but that's on the guy, isn't it? I mean, he's paying to date an underage girl, and he thinks he has the right to complain?
You're not wrong. Problem is, her latest mark, a violent, foul-mouthed thug, isn't so self-aware. I believe rape and murder were his choicest threats. So yeah, you can't just write this one off.
Rape and murder.
Oh.
Everybody loves a good rape
That's
and murder.
concern.
And now he has his gang roaming the streets, searching high and low for the girl who conned him. I'd say that establishes the risk clearly enough. As soon as we found out, we've been trying to find the sugar baby and warn her ASAP.
Yeah, I get it now. If we don't act, she could be in very real danger.
I think we're finally seeing eye to eye, Yagami-san. After all, the truly artful detective can solve incidents before they even occur.
That's not quite how it works, but sure.
Well, let's begin. So the test is actually a case, too.
In any case, now that the situation's clear, I'd like to get on with the test. Just tell me where to start, and I'll be there.
It is said that the great Sherlock Holmes was able to freely change his appearance into that of a total stranger. From helpless old woman to shifty-eyed vagrant, he deceived the masses and never lost a lead, all thanks to a good disguise.
So, you want me to go undercover?
Yep. Any detective worth their salt should have no trouble with that. You're going to infiltrate the dance club as an advisor and return with a lead on the sugar baby. That is your test.
Okay.
Wait, you want me to teach a dance club?
If it's required, then yes. I want you to win their hearts in ways I myself could not. Those girls are a close-knit group. They'd never trade gossip with someone like me. However, if a cool new stranger gained their trust, that's you, they might be more willing to talk.
But how
So
am I
you
supposed
can't
to be a
dance, you're
convincing
saying?
advisor if I've never danced once in my life?
Oh, he can't dance
That's
either.
okay. It's rare for their advisors to get up and do it themselves. They generally teach from a book.
Oh, great.
If it's any consolation, their current advisor never even shows up, so you'll already have an in. Just give them a few pointers, act authoritative, and soon enough, you'll be their closest confidant. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy? To teach something I know nothing about?
I'm sure you can figure that out. That is, if you really are a detective and not some snaky imposter.
You're really putting me through the ringer, you know that? I guess I'll have to prevail with the power of vague advice.
Plus, you want to help that girl not get raped and murdered,
Good,
too.
then let's
So
move.
it
The dance club will
sounds
be
like a
starting at
win-win
practice
for
any
you,
minute.
Yagami.
They're in the gym basement, in case you didn't know.
I know her test might be tough, Yagami-san, but I think you'd make a pretty rad advisor. So good luck.
Thank you, boy.
Oh.
Thank you, son. At least he has confidence in me. Okay, let's see here. We are off. We are off. Dun 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 dun. Dun. No running through the hallways. Oops, sorry. It's my first day trying to find things. Boy, they modeled a whole big school for this. Oh, I can't go this way. Gotta go this way. These floors are nice and shiny. Shiny, nice floors. No, guys.
Where's the captain? Ah, right there.
Something's not right. I feel so out of it.
Sayaka Nishizono, I'd like a word with you.
Hey, aren't you...
Amasawa from the Mystery Research Club? You betcha. Don't worry, I come bearing good news.
Oh great, the MRC. What do you want with us? We're not up to anything.
Calm down, I'm not here to expose your secrets to the world. I only wanted to introduce you to someone.
What are you getting at?
To preface this, I noticed your club advisor hasn't been showing up much lately.
Yeah, apparently he got really sick. We're lucky if we see him a couple times a month.
Right, and it must be rough trying to choreograph an entire routine without him.
Yeah, and we've got a meet coming up soon. It's so much pressure.
I see. Then the stars really did align in your favor.
What? Listen, Senpai, I know we might seem desperate, but it's not like we need any favors.
Don't worry, you don't owe me for this. I'm offering you a potential advisor as a token of goodwill.
So he's got to teach dance and that?
Potential advisor? Let's not sweat the small stuff. The important thing is
It's an all-girls
Yagami-san here
dance
said
club.
he'd agreed to
No
help you
dudes.
with your routine as a
How
stand-in advisor.
bad?
Help with their routine.
How come you're not
When did I
letting
ever say
guys
that?
in the dance?
Oh my
That is
gosh,
so mean.
really? This is just what we needed. You know, I could tell you had a certain something about you. So how long have you been a pro dancer?
Pro dancer.
Oh, so
Oh, she's getting
modest.
really up
This
to
is
him.
like one of those dream come true moments in a movie. I've been
A
literally
pro
racking my brain trying
dancer.
to come up with a workable routine. Oh, I'm so glad that's on you now.
Whoa, time out. I'm missing some important qualifications here.
Yagami-san, this is your Reichenbach Falls moment. You need to dive headfirst into the challenge. Don't you get it?
No?
Do you think we can get started? We've been practicing and practicing, but something about our choreography feels off.
You need some kung
We
fu,
all
girl.
moves and
Need
everybody's
some
got rhythm,
Yagami.
so all that should be left is bringing our A game. But it feels like we're still missing something, you know? That wow factor. It's really kind of down to the wire to be figuring this stuff out, but I know we'll push through if we try.
I like how he's so,
So
like,
can I ask for your first impression?
the-
Does our routine need more going on, or...
more going on.
You know, it's hard to say what's going on at this point.
I shouldn't have to say this, but keen observation is elementary for a detective.
And?
And you need to tell them what you observed. You did have your eyes open, didn't you?
I see they're doing good at dancing together, but ooh. Okay.
So, the music's not a bad choice, but it'll take more than your average dance mix to stick in the audience's minds. Have you considered traditional enka? Nobody'd see that coming.
Enka? Well, it is old school, so dancing to it might be innovative. But we can't just start over with a new song after all the hard work we put in.
They have the rhythm, they know their moves, but what they lack is prep time. She told you all that, remember? Besides, it'd be demoralizing to make them reset everything this late in the game.
Yeah, demoralizing. I think your performance could use a little more flair.
Flair? How so?
Well, you're already in perfect sync. And
Yep,
everyone
they
knows
are.
their part. But, how to put it? You were right. It needs something that's going to leave a lasting impact.
That was the same thing as a little
See what
spice.
you mean. Maybe we are just kind of going through the motions here.
Going
if
through the
only
motions.
we could come up with better stuff. Oh, maybe you could give us some suggestions.
Ah. Let's take apart what could give you the edge you need.
I might be throwing some kung fu.
Why not incorporate kung fu?
Did you just say kung fu?
Yes.
Sure did. Throw a few kicks and punches, or knock the competition right out.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
And it's not like martial arts-based dancing is entirely unheard of.
Nope.
But we don't know the first thing about kung fu.
Oh, he does.
Well, you're in luck. Kung fu happens to be a hobby of mine.
No way! That's so cool.
Well, it's my own style. You won't find it in any ancient scrolls. It's
You won't
fresh.
find it in ancient scrolls.
Perfect. So will you teach us?
I guess
Yeah, it'll
I'm gonna
cost you a
have to.
little lady.
Sweet! Then let's get a quick demonstration. Let's see some ass-kicking dance then.
Wait, really? I really have to do this?
Of course. How else are we gonna learn? Look up some random videos? We'll get to analyze your moves, your footwork, your breathing. We'll learn from the pro.
Your breathing.
I wouldn't get your hopes up, though. What if my stuff doesn't fit your routine at all?
So, you're not gonna help us after all? That's pretty weak.
Oh,
If you're giving up after stringing them along this far, hang tight while I dial 110.
110? That must be their 911.
You know what? I think I can wing it well enough. I've never done this
Is that what their
before,
911
though,
is?
so
110?
It's crappy, okay?
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. You're gonna do fantastic. Okay, what we'll do first is show you the opening 30 seconds of our routine until the chorus hits. While you're watching, keep an eye out for the parts that could use some kung fu moves.
Sure. Good plan.
Okay, so here's how we start. In there. Now you take it away.
Whoa. Doubt I can top that. But you know what? May as well try.
That's a spirit. Ready for the music?
Here we go.
Let's freaking dance.
Let's freaking dance. Okay, simultaneously this includes two routine. Press the two buttons that are connected with the. Oh my god, does that work? Oh, okay. And okay, that holds. Yes, yes, yes.
Yagami-san, you're officially the best.
Okay, that was quick.
Incredible.
Oh, all the ladies fell in love with you.
It was amazing. Like it? Wow. Wait, is that kung fu? Never do that. Gosh, I hope he doesn't knock someone out. See it?
Oh, look at that. Did you see that?
Yagami-san, what was that just now? I thought you said you couldn't dance.
Believe me, I'm just as surprised as you. Winging is part skill and part pulling out of your ass.
I don't think a
Pulling out
seasoned
of your
athlete
ass.
could pull that off.
Yagami-san, that was incredible. You're not just a pro, you're a master.
Wow. You're giving an amateur way too much credit here.
No way an amateur moves like that. You're something else. Maybe you don't realize it, but you have a gift for this. You're totally a born dancer.
I don't know about all that. What you call a gift. I
You
call
know, they
muscle.
did this in Yakuza 5. With the dancing routines and stuff.
Well, whatever you call it, we're gonna use every last bit of it in our routine.
I hope it doesn't
If
go
that's
that
okay.
way. Too
You
much.
seriously saved our necks just now, Yagami-san.
Hey, I'm just glad it all worked out.
If it's okay to ask, could you drop by and give us more pointers sometime? Ever since our advisor stopped showing, we've barely been keeping it together. And we could all use some guidance from someone we can trust.
If you guys will have me, then sure. Not sure I have many pointers left, though.
Oh, you're the best!
I think it's time we headed back now, Yagami-san.
Huh? Oh, sure.
They're all super happy.
So, did I pass? I'd say I made plenty of headway with the dance club.
Indeed you have. Honestly, I'm still in shock over how easily you won Nishizono-san over. Every time I try to approach her, she reacts like I'm there to accuse her of something.
Gee, I wonder why. I'm sure the MRC has gained some notoriety.
Well, all the more reason we need an amazing advisor who can keep up with us.
Oh, I'm amazing now. Does this mean I'm no longer a criminal?
Yeah, I really should apologize for that at some point. Also, I have another theory as to why you installed that camera.
Yeah? Let's hear it.
So, a hired detective shows up to covertly monitor a specific group of students. Meanwhile, spreading through the news like wildfire is the case of Akihiro Ehara, a man connected to our school. Put those pieces together, and your objective here starts taking shape. But I wouldn't want to hamper any important detective work of yours, so for now, I'll let that theory sit.
Yep.
At any rate, Yagami-san, I'll go ahead and let the chairman know of our arrangement. That is to say, I'll formally request you as our advisor.
Well, that'd be great. But do you really think you'll hire me just like that?
Sure, so long as you're officially considered an outside guidance counselor, I don't see why not. Also, we do need another faculty member as a supervisor, but that's more of a formality than anything. Their only responsibility is signing the paperwork. You'll still be the one running the club. Our school makes you jump through a lot of hoops just to be welcomed as a guest, huh?
Yeah, sounds like they won't let in just anybody. Anyway, is there a teacher you had in mind?
Yep, no worries there.
Let me
Chairman
guess.
actually promised to sign off on whoever we chose. Well, I made him promise might be a bit more accurate.
What? Really? Man, I wish he'd told me. He told me the club's already had advisors and left it at that.
Typical. I doubt he wants to actually keep his word. After all, if we get into trouble, he'll be directly responsible. He probably thinks the MRC is a big enough liability as it is.
I wonder why.
Well, with all that said,
I wonder what
welcome
teacher
to the
you have to
Mystery
get on the
Research
good
Club.
side to get.
Can't wait to see a
Let me
real
guess.
detective in action.
I can only
Hey,
guess
you'll
on
get
what
your
teacher
chance,
that would
and
be.
it's a pleasure to be on board.
Oh, when you have a spare moment, could you join us in the club room for a talk? I'd like your advice on another case we're monitoring.
What, you've got something besides the sugar baby?
Yes, and this one may actually be even nastier. In fact,
Nastier than the
sugar
sugar baby?
may be but a single thread amidst a larger, more sinister web of conspiracies.
Oh.
But that's a lot to digest, I know. I'll get you up to speed when you're free.
Okay.
So basically,
Not
I'm
quite
going to
sure
be
how to
mostly in the
process that right now,
school
but
for
I'll
most
make
of
sure
this
to
game.
swing
I'm
by at some
guessing.
point.
I'm just guessing this. But a lot of this time is going to be in the school for this game. I'm just thinking. Because they did build out the school very well. Ugh. Lots of twigs. Let's pick up some stuff. Oh, now they're doing the stretches.
Hey guys, how we all doing? Sweating it out on some layups?
Who are you?
My name's Yagami. I've been the MRC's advisor for all of a couple minutes, and I need to ask the basketball club a few questions.
Okay.
There was a student teacher who used to hang around here as recent as, what, October? Mikoshiba's the name.
Oh yeah, Mikoshiba-san.
Anyway, he stopped showing up out of nowhere. Any of you have any theories? Okay, scratch that. Then what kind of teacher was he? Is he nice? Is he a jerk?
I wouldn't say jerk, but he was enthusiastic. Yeah, I mean, he did show up almost daily.
The club was really good back in his day. That's probably why he had us hustling even harder than the coach.
So, would you say he was on good terms with you all?
I guess. Wait, where's Koda and them?
Oh, from class 2-2? I don't know. I haven't seen Matsu, Nakane, anyone.
Oh, you mean the kids that he beat up earlier? Again?
Something special about class 2-2?
Well, yeah. Koda's in 2-2, and she was Mikoshiba-sensei's star pupil.
Star pupil? I do know who you're talking about, by the way. Are you saying she was favored over the others?
In a way, Mikoshiba-sensei worked her harder because she hadn't played basketball till high school.
See, most of us already had tons of experience by the time we joined. So, anyone starting as late as now has to be really athletic to keep up with the team. Mikoshiba-sensei knew that too. I'd say him looking after Koda did us all a favor.
Wow, sounds like the model instructor.
If you say so. But I'm not sure Koda felt that way.
Oh?
Mikoshiba-sensei might have just thought it was tough love, but I think he went overboard with the teasing sometimes. Like, he'd make her shoot and then go, "See, that was how not to do it."
That was not how to do
her?
That makes it sound bad. He was doing it because he cared, I think.
I think.
Wasn't Mikoshiba-sensei the one who started the whole arousing thing? He said the way she held the ball was arousing. Said it was her main contribution.
That's not true. She's got a nice chest, too.
That's fair. Anyway, when Mikoshiba
there you go.
Sensei stopped coming, the guys
Arousing
in
and
2-2
a nice
were all
chest.
like,
Okay, what did Koda do to him?
Are you implying they had a relationship?
Beats me. Mikoshiba-sensei did anything like that, he would have gotten canned on the spot.
yeah, people like to gossip, but as they say, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Maybe Koda-san's the reason he was always so fired up.
Maybe she's the reason he got fired.
So the writing on her hand, it wasn't some random insult.
Are we about done here?
Last thing, where are Koda-san and the others? Are they often this late?
So that girl
No.
that was getting teased
Everyone's usually here by
was
now.
in
Maybe they're still in their
the
classroom?
likes of the teacher. I got it.
Okay, and I think that about does it. Back to work for the both of us, huh?
Man, they're throwing me a lot of money and points. Go look for the coda. Uh-oh, they got some serious music going on here.
You spacing out on me? Look at me when I'm talking.
You can't face us because you're weak. Who gave you permission to quit anyway? Newsflash, you're nothing without the club.
Yeah, think about us for a second. Who has to pick up all the grunt work when you're gone?
Maybe she feels special after what happened at lunch. Like people suddenly give a shit about her.
Doesn't give you the right to ditch practice. Talk about selfish, am I right?
Stop it.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Is that all you know how to say?
Come on, girl, you gotta get up and
You
defend
think we're
yourself.
letting a stuck-up bitch like you give the orders?
Uh-oh.
You guys still haven't learned to play fair?
Uh-oh.
This fucking guy. Why's your dirty old ass still here?
Attention students! Be on the lookout for a creeper showing up in your classrooms!
If I were you, I'd watch my mouth around a club advisor.
Say what?
I'm Yagami from the Yagami Detective Agency, and your chairman just hired me to advise the Mystery Research Club.
Bullshit.
I guess word hasn't gotten around? Maybe I'll let a few wisecracks slide for now then. But mark my words, I'll be here every day of the week. so be on your best behavior.
Give him a nice big smile.
Better get to practice.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah, there might be a big game.
Oh, and break a leg out there, Matsu.
Oh. Tell him to break some bones.
Not very nice, are they? Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Koda-san, I'm sorry to spring this on you, but as I said, I'm a detective, and I need to talk about Hiro Mikoshiba. He started training as a teacher here
means
pretty
something,
recently, right? And one day he just stopped showing up? At the time, did you notice anything strange about him? Maybe he seemed troubled, or you saw him hanging around strangers?
Why are you asking me?
The basketball club members think you and Mikoshiba might have been close, at least at practice.
They said that?
$500 and 500 points. I think after all this, we're gonna go spend some
I
points.
suppose there wasn't much truth to what I'd heard then. Don't sweat it. Just so you know, I'm actually going to be hanging around here at the school for a little while longer. If it's cool, I hope we can find a way to be friends. See ya.
Wait a sec.
Oh, she's gonna talk.
Earlier today, it was your voice that I heard, wasn't it? I just never expected anyone to actually stand up for me in school. But you could say I didn't really stand up to them for myself much either. We all just treated it like it was a normal thing. Sometimes people would even laugh about it. But then, today, something changed.
Leave her alone.
Everyone suddenly decided to take a stand like they'd seen enough. I couldn't believe it. But that first voice, the one that told them to stop,
That was you, right?
that was your voice, wasn't it, Yagami-san?
Who could say?
I knew it. It was you. Thank you so much for that.
And be like, girl, you want to learn some martial arts? You could kick their
I
asses.
never realized.
It's always fun to
never
kick
thought
the other
about
kids'
how
asses.
horribly I was being treated until everyone stood up for me. What's more, it made me see that I was strong. In fact, I finally stood up to the basketball kids.
So you did.
The
Is
basketball
that what
kids.
made you decide to quit the club?
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to play basketball on a real team. I used to read this manga that made it look so cool. In a comic, even if you're a terrible player, the team always tries to lift you up.
Not in real life.
I wanted it to work.
Not in real
All they
life.
did was tear me down.
Gotta try to
today-
practice better.
I just up and quit. That's not cool at all, is it?
You did nothing wrong, Koda-san.
You're just not good at
Truth is, there's a lot of injustice in the world that goes unseen. And some people decide it's easier to be part of the problem than be part of the solution. The kind of people who only feel joy when they see others in pain. You can only do so much to make people see the light. At some point, you've just got to let them go. You know what I mean? Then there's no shame in quitting.
But Yagami-san, I think you can only say that because you're such a strong person.
Okay. In that case, we won't call it quitting.
Huh?
You can play. Doesn't have to be with the basketball club. If you practice, you wouldn't even need a school basketball club to get to where you want to be. If this sport is what you want to do with your life, I guarantee you there's going to be a path for you to take. And all you have to do is find that path. I mean, it's got to be out there. And then you don't have to call it quitting.
I don't know about that. Are you sure? I mean, wouldn't that be cheating?
Come on, try to work with me here.
So, the MRC, you're the advisor? Yagami-san?
Yeah. If you need anything, you just let us know. Anything at all. example, if you hit any more trouble with those basketball club kids, you find me.
Sure.
You've got this.
Lots of stuff. She didn't quit yet.
Oh, Mr. Detective.
Oh no, it's the
Yagami-san,
slutty one.
right?
Yeah. Shouldn't you be at practice with everyone else?
Yeah, well, remember Matsune and Sakaki? You know, the two other guys I'm always hanging around?
Uh-huh.
They're ready to talk to you about Mikoshiba-sensei now.
Huh.
You love
Well,
bird.
Detective, I think they have a lead for you. Hey, you're here on some kind of case, right? You know, Mikoshiba-sensei talked to us pretty often. I think maybe we can help. That is, if you wouldn't mind starting fresh with all of us.
Oh. Turning over a new leaf, are we?
We kinda have to. How else are we gonna get good college recommendations? It would really bite us in the ass if you went and narked on us, so... Will you at least hear us out? Matsune and the rest are just upstairs. Please, be a nice guy. We're really sorry.
Wow, you're such a lying biatch.
See where this is going. How many guys are up there waiting to jump me? The next floor up is for third years, right? You rope some of your senpais into this too?
Wow, you don't even know us and you're throwing out accusations like that?
Oh, I know you
How
from
are we
3.
supposed to become upstanding citizens with teachers like this? It's just not fair.
You mean like after the other 3 times?
Fine. I'll hear you out. Tell your friends I'm on my way.
Really? Awesome.
Yep. Uh-huh. Just like the last time. They love fighting him. Let's see, we might as well up our skills now. Let's see here. Yeah, let's get our current health up. Not that I need it. Let's see, abilities. Ooh, we can learn that. We'll do that because we can't really buy much of anything else. Oops. I think that's gonna be it for now. Ooh, whoa, what am I doing here? A battle bonus? Oh, when do you get that? A bonus of level 4. So I gotta be at a higher level to get that bonus. Okay, let's do a quick save. It's always good to do a quick save, and let's go up for our meeting with the bad kids so we can give them a beatdown, because that's what we're gonna do. Anything around here, any stuff? Here we go. What kind of trap are they waiting for me?
Over here, Yagami-san! Sorry to drag you all the way up here for this.
You wanted to talk to me? About Mikoshiba-sensei?
What? I can't hear a word you're saying, man. Why don't you come closer so we don't have to shout?
Yeah, let's get this over with.
Yeah, how much more do I have to beat up people? Where's all the teachers
so
at?
many of you. You guys all know Mikoshiba-sensei?
Nah, that's not how our senpai friends roll. They know the Yokohama Liumon.
Yokohama Liumon? You mean the local gang?
Hell yeah. I've got a friend who's in deep with those guys. I scratch their back by bringing them chicks to hang out with, and they scratch mine by tipping me for it. It's a pretty sweet deal, actually. Also, we've got a little thing going. I get to drop the Liumon name if I need him to handle some business.
So you sell them girls in exchange for honorary membership? You need to find better friends.
Don't talk to me like you know me. I stay on their good side and I get my personal bodyguards. I work with the tools I've got to get to the top.
So you got it all
I had no
figured
teachers
out,
around. And in this school, it seems like there's no cameras around either, so this is such a great school.
I'll keep that in mind.
This reminds me of Bully, but on a more... This could be like Bully 2, but with Yagami.
Get it?
Oh, he's got razor blades. He's got blades.
You offend the Yokohama Liumon, and they'll take that
You
person.
know, technically, he could get all these kids expelled right here.
Yagami-san.
All these kids could get expelled right here if they got caught.
Say you're sorry? Cash for our
Where's
pain and
Kato? I
suffering.
think he would love to come in and beat the
How
crap
much are
out
we
of all of
talking
them.
here? Grand?
A mil. If you're short, I'd be happy to hook you up with a loan shark. I know a guy who lends for the Seiryu clan Yakuza.
First it's gang, now it's the Yakuza. Keep bringing adult shit into this, I'm gonna start treating you like one.
Gonna start treating you
You
like
wanna
one.
see what happens to gang members? I'll show you.
You sure you want to do that? We're gonna charge you extra.
Oh, you got this shit down, Matsui.
This is gonna be fun.
Let's take this asshole down. Fuck him up.
Fuck it. Yeah. You're working with a badass here, you know that, right? And no teachers around. How convenient. Okay, who's first? Come here. Yeah, we got some discs. Oh, we broke some windows. I am a hurricane. I'm Mr. Yagami. I guess that was the powerful throw. I'm a hurricane, kids. Next. Oh, that was simple. Oh, look at them go bouncing. They're just like, oh, oh, oh. Oh, did you just throw a eraser at him?
Cheap shot.
Can't see? Got you now!
No, you don't.
He's definitely got to get expelled. What? He jumps off the edge?
What? Did he just jump off?
Nah. He's just hiding in the dark. Like a scared little cockroach. You guys go look for him and tell me when you find him. I'm going for a smoke.
I'm going for a smoke.
Okay, sounds good. You got this in the bag.
Yagami, where are you?
Senpai, what do we do?
You guys follow me. We'll all smoke together till we get an update.
Sure, I'll come with.
Senpai's the toughest around and the coolest.
Okay,
Ah,
slutty
well.
girl.
All for my adorable little underlings.
Adorable underlings. Wow. Hey, wait, can't I just walk on that thing? Or are you just going up there to beat them up? Oh look, there's something here. Oh, you're going slow, Yagami. Let's go. As they're going up for a smoke, you should follow them up there. Well, I got a toughness Z. Not like I need it. So I guess I gotta go down then?
Tastes good, Senpai? Smoking a cigarette in the classroom?
Hello.
So you came all this way just to get your ass kicked.
Hey, Akane! Go get the other senpais!
Okay, I'm on it.
Okay, I'm on it.
You guys better watch out. If your teacher busts you smoking, won't you get in big trouble? On the other hand, you guys could use a lesson in manners, and I'd be happy to teach you.
Huh? What the hell?
Bastard! So this is where you were hiding.
Now what? That mouth of yours won't get you out of this. I'm taking you down!
Yeah, we're gonna fight again?
Don't give me that smug look.
Here we go. Yeah, let's throw some discs and people. Hurricane time! Hello. More glass breaking. Your turn. Beat all your kids up with no problemo. Ooh. More acquired.
Jeez. This guy's a maniac.
Yeah, he is.
He's too good at this, man.
Hey. You mentioned compensation for pain and suffering. That still sound like a good idea?
No, we were just being stupid. Could you maybe forget all that?
Then from here on out, we're buds, right?
Ow! My shoulder!
We're buds,
Holy
right?
Shit, that hurts, Yagami-san!
Tell me everything you know about Mikoshiba. After all, you guys were pretty close, right?
They're like, Yagami. Ooh, 1,000 yen. And 3,000 points. Oh, yeah.
Mikoshiba Sensei showed up to practice, like, basically every day. Kind of a pain in the ass, if I'm being honest.
As soon as our coach would leave, it's like a switch would flip and he'd start drilling us. He'd make us do like 10 sets of cross-court dashes. And if even one of us lagged behind, it meant 10 more. For all of us. That made it obvious real quick. Coda was our weakest link.
So Mikoshiba was especially harsh on her then?
Yeah, because she's such a freaking klutz. Even the first years got sick of her eventually. Only thing she did right was unite the team against her.
You gang up and belittle a single defenseless girl, a beginner in your sport, and you call that unity. Real classy.
Well, they are bullies.
Listen up. Mikoshiba's parents have reported him missing. Foul play could be in the works here. He's been gone for far too long.
Hey, you think maybe Coda did it? Some kind of crime of passion?
This isn't the time for bullshit. Or you want to keep going?
Nope. I'll pass.
Have you talked to Sawa-sensei yet? He probably knows Mikoshiba-sensei better than anyone.
All she told me was how exemplary he was, both as a student and a student teacher. And that he looked out for you guys, out of some sort of camaraderie.
Huh? She really talked him up that good?
Why, something off about that?
It's just... Sawa-sensei was really cold to him, no matter what he'd do. I actually brought that up to him one day. And it turns out the rumors were right.
Rumors?
Back when Mikoshiba-sensei was a student, one of his classmates apparently committed suicide. And Sawa-sensei suspected him of bullying the kid. I don't think he ever really got past that. He'd get all depressed sometimes.
Really? Sawa-sensei thought Mikoshiba was a bully?
Yeah. I actually asked him about it once, but he just laughed it off.
I teach English, and that's what I was focused on. So as far as I knew, Mikoshiba-kun was a good student with solid grades back then. And during his time in training, I was under the impression he got along with the students just fine.
What did she really think about Mikoshiba? I'll have to press her on it.
As he says that out loud. Okay, done with the little brats. They went to go play. Maybe I'll fight them later. Maybe these guys will bring in more people. Oops, excuse me. Oops, sorry. I didn't know I was going to use the elevator. What, I'm not supposed to go to that floor? What floor am I supposed to go to? Second floor? 2-2, maybe? Because that's her classroom. Yep. It doesn't really say, it just says look for her. It doesn't say where to look for her, and then it's like, oh, maybe 2-2. Oh, she ain't at her desk. Faculty.
Hi there. Has Sawa-sensei gone home?
Actually, she's in a meeting with the chairman.
So then she's at his office?
Yes, but I think they may have some visitors.
Gotcha. Thanks. What the? Suspicious.
Who's the kid in the photo?
Hey. Hey.
Just gotta see if there's anything else here. Let's see who's gonna be there. Angry parents, or other authorities, press. Who could be at the office? I'm thinking angry parents or something. Her going, hey, you can't let this guy be here, blah, 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 blah. Hey, look, it's police and detectives.
Pardon. Yagami-san. Those men are with the Kanagawa police. They said they're here to make inquiries about Mikoshiba-kun's disappearance.
And they asked to see Sawa-sensei too?
Yes. But I have to ask, can you tell me what's really going on? You were asking questions about Mikoshiba-kun as well.
Who's the detective?
I should leave it to the police to fill you in on that. I mean, their sources are probably more recent than mine. They should have the latest details.
Mikoshiba-kun is no longer with us, is he? Then it's just as I feared.
He looks all. I hate detectives. Saving.
2 months ago, a young man named Hiro Mikoshiba went missing during his stint as a student teacher. Mikoshiba quickly becomes the center of attention when his rotting corpse is discovered. And Yagami scours the school for any clues left behind. Rumor has it, Mikoshiba drove a classmate to suicide in his student days. A rumor that the school faculty is seemingly unable to deny.
Uh-huh. No, not you. Watch. She'll run into Yagami. He just comes out of the corner.
Yagami-san, why are you still here?
Because I care. Now, if you're open to the idea, you think we could walk and talk?
Why? So you can grill me with more questions? You realize the police just finished doing that, yes?
I figured they'd come knocking sooner or later.
Then you knew Mikoshiba-kun was murdered, didn't you? And that's why you've been snooping around our school.
You're not wrong, but can we please take this elsewhere?
So upset by Yagami.
If you knew Mikoshiba was murdered, why didn't you tell me up front?
He wasn't
Because
able
that
to.
information's not public. Didn't the police ask you to keep quiet about it?
Well, yes, but even so...
What sort of questions were they asking you anyway?
I thought I was supposed to keep quiet.
Cute.
Now I'm going to ask you one last time. Please, stay off our campus. You don't belong here.
Funny
I
thing
mean,
he does.
what if you end up injuring a student? It would be a nightmare for all of us.
Well, he did beat up a bunch of
Nobody's
students.
getting injured. All that's water under the bridge now.
Is that so?
Yeah, and I should probably mention, I'm the new advisor of the Mystery Research Club. I have the chairman's approval and everything. So it looks like I have a place here after all.
What? Since when?
I think we're getting sidetracked here. Did the police ever mention a suspect?
No. All they told me was what happened to Mikoshiba-kun. That he's no longer a missing person. That he's dead. And was dumped in a derelict building.
My condolences.
That was all we found out. The police were the ones asking the questions, not us. They hardly gave us room to breathe.
Yeah, sounds like an interrogation, all right.
Is there anything else?
Actually, there is. I'd like to know your thoughts on Mikoshiba-kun's killer.
What?
For example, take Akihiro Ehara, a man who took this school to court over his son's suicide. Mikoshiba came up even then, as a culprit bearing some responsibility for that.
Ehara-san? But he got arrested for that groping incident at the train station.
So the police really are keeping their lips sealed.
Must you always be so cryptic?
It's possible Ehara-san had a hand in Mikoshiba's murder.
What?
Despite being incarcerated for 2 months, he knew exactly where the corpse would be. He revealed it upon being sentenced.
Yeah, he did.
This was before the Kanagawa police had even ID'd the body.
Then, was it really Ehara-san?
A court would say being in jail is about as solid an alibi as you can get, but he could be connected somehow.
Or somebody.
How do you know all this, Yagami-san?
Because he's a detective.
I'd tell you, but I showed you one of my cards, so now it's your turn.
Huh?
I've heard you weren't as big a fan of Mikoshiba as you led me to believe. That true?
This again.
You knew he was a bully all along, but yesterday you told me he wasn't the type. I just want to get the story straight here. Did you have a sudden change of heart, or were you lying to me for some reason?
It's not that simple.
Oh, one more thing I learned today. It was Mikoshiba who turned the basketball club against Koda-san. Pretty sadistic for a would-be teacher, don't you think?
That's enough.
Then it's not a stretch to say he probably was a major factor in the death of Ehara's son 4 years ago? And I think it's also safe to assume you know more than you're letting on, right? This is murder we're talking about here. Lies aren't doing anyone any favors.
His name was Toshiro.
Toshiro.
Sorry?
Everyone keeps saying Ehara's son, like he's just another statistic. He had a name, for heaven's sake. Toshiro.
Toshio.
Right.
Toshio.
I'm sorry.
Now, if you'll excuse
Good
me.
name for a kid.
I have
Toshio.
papers to grade.
Okay, miss.
Sawa-sensei, please.
9 o'clock tonight. I'll be at Plage on Izazaki Road.
We'll finally have a real talk?
Let's go for dinner, girl.
Something like that.
Something like that. What's she gonna do? Gets me interested. Now let's go back this way. Oh, no. We gotta go up or down? Down? Whoa, nice jump and dodge.
Kaito-san, so I just left the school, and tonight I'm... Wait, where are you?
Third stop of our bar crawl, that's where. I thought work was done for the night.
Licking the wounds of rejection, huh? Is the 99 gang with you?
Just Sugiura. Tsukumo said he had to get back to the office to take care of some kind of system trouble.
Computer crash or something?
Don't know. Something about a Buzzy searcher going haywire. I pretty much tuned it out, man. Anyway, you gotta come take his place?
Nah, I gotta stay sober. I'm meeting Sawa-sensei in a bit.
You're what?
You're what?
God damn it, man. You are killing me today.
Would you simmer down? This is work, not whatever it is you're doing.
Oh, then I ought to come be your backup. Where we headed?
Come on, you think I need a drunk co-pilot? Knock one back for me, though.
Hey, I better not find out you two got it on. Don't do this to me, Doc.
I better not hope to hear about you two getting it on. Got it on. Well, you know what? I think this is a good part to do a nice save and stop. So we're gonna save it. And then we're gonna consider this the end of an episode, another episode, folks. Because we've been playing this pretty long. And a lot of stuff's been unraveling. A lot of stuff still in the works. You know, we got some side cases upcoming about the potential rape and murder suspect and about our clubs. And then we got to go probably back to the dance club and teach some kids, which is probably involved with the whole thing. And, ooh, a lot of stuff. Because, like I said, let me see here. Let me get back into it here. Where's our... That's our tasks. Case files. Side cases. Skateboard detective versus the reseller. That's still... That was done. But wasn't there the case... Or maybe we're not on that case yet? On that side case yet? Maybe in a little bit we will be, but yeah, that's gonna be those kind of things. So yeah, I think until next time, we're just gonna hang up our detective badges, get ready for that date with the teacher on the next episode. Kato is all like, "What, Tuck?" It's always interesting, this game. As I can tell, this game is mostly in the school, but maybe it's going to go outside the school again. I don't know. We'll see. In the next episode of Yakuza Like Me, Lost Judgment, I am Mr. Mike. This has been me playing Lost Judgment. And until next time, Mr. Mike saying, game on, game hard, world conquest. I'm pushing this gaming button. This show is now game over. Sayonara.